in once more to the ice den in Gilbert, Arizona. Where we get set for a league game between the AHU Knights and your Mission side. Spent plenty of time here last weekend with the 2020 season. Ended in the quarterfinals. Tonight they get back to play against other teams from Arizona. There's the team from Gilbert. The Knights in white tonight taking on a slightly depleted Mission side wearing black here tonight. Services of Max Hoover, and also heard tell of a few other players either under the weather or completely out sick. We'll have to take a look at that as the lines come up on the ice. Heading towards the business end of the season here, just a few more games before we get to state playdowns. Plenty of tournament action between now and then. We'll be out in Nashville in February, then the President's Cup here in Phoenix after that, then state playdowns followed up in late February. Between all of that, we'll also see some AHU playoff action here on the channel, as much of it as we can bring to you. Playoffs start this weekend. Centennial D1 taking on Flagstaff D1 on Sunday evening. Game will take place out at Scottsdale, 6:30 local time. Looks like the only goalie on the ice tonight for the Knights is going to be number 50, Greg Gehrig, former Centennial goaltender himself. And it'll be number 1, Caden Thompson, current Centennial goalkeeper, between the pipes on the other side of the ice. Start as we get underway. Lead line, as you see him, missing Jackson Steele, Gabe Cordova, Mark Melissa, Jonathan Lewis, and Decker Burgess. 5 to start on the ice in black sweaters for Mission. That puck gets through everyone. Icing waved off, comes to the near side. Melissa behind the Knights net. He'll pick it up in the corner, sends it to Lewis at the point. Lewis' shot deflected. Picked up by a Knight. Now it's Luma with it. AHU sends it to middle ice, where it's intercepted by Mission. Now played ahead. Jackson Steele. It's around one poke check. Turns, fires on Gehrig. That hits him on the shoulder. First save of the night for the Knights goalkeeper. Thompson plays a long pass ahead. Mission able to quickly break their zone. Catch the Knights in a change. Shot setting is saved. Out. Knights with control of it in the neutral zone. Bouncing puck. Sent in by Melissa. Doreen with it. He'll clear the zone. Dumped all the way back. Lewis finds Jake Johnson. Around the boards back towards Lewis. Tapped out across the line by Brandon Van Stone. Now back to Lewis. Past Van Stone, puck tip. Waved in deep, Mission changing quickly again. Gehrig can't stop the puck, ends up behind the net. Steele looking for Melissa in the slot, just passes his stick. Shots deflected up high. And we get a whistle as it hits a stanchion up above. So our first stoppage to play, 12:49 to go here in the first period. Mission 2 shots on net so far already. Is Steele, Melissa, Cordova, Burgess, and Lewis on the ice. Shot tipped wide. Lewis take a one-timer in on net. Loose puck out front. Cordova tries to dig it loose. He's able to. Gets it to the corner. Now behind the net. Steele. Up with Woodall. Mission still battling, trying to keep the puck in the offensive zone, eventually cleared by the Knights. Play back, hits the skate of Cordova, bounces towards center ice. Steele picks it up. Tries to find Melissa off the boards, poked away from him, and picked up again. Now it's Woodall. Woodall heading towards the away end for the ninth to get it in the zone. They're going to have to make a change. Now all the way to neutralize. It's intercepted again by the Knights. Able to clear out. It's the pinch of the Knights defender out. Retreat to their own defensive zone. They clear. Now Mission able to get back on the pocket. Tries to spring a long pass forward looking for Van Stone. That was intercepted. Thompson sees his first action of the night here. 11 minutes, 19 seconds. He'll make a save and hold on with the glove. The offensive zone face-off. And a shot in wide. She's battling, trying to clear. Bouncing puck up over the net. Get a whistle, and it's going to come out front. On the face-off, Thompson will cover. And another face-off here to come in the Mission's defensive zone. Let's control off the face-off once again. This time they're not able to get the quick shot away. Setting up in the offensive zone. Puck floats free. Mission able to get it cleared. 3-on-2 chance if they hurry. Puck tipped, flipped in on ice. Here it gets the low side of the blocker on that, just enough to send it wide. Take on anyway. Cordova sends it in the glove down, put in. Jackson Steele heads up play. Puck was deflected up into the air. Off of Braden Gehrig's stick. It was gloved down by Jackson Steele, put it right onto the blade of his own. It's stuck in the back of the net, and it's a 1-0 Mission lead.
Come on, Knights!
Last meeting between these two teams came out in Las Vegas in the final of a tournament there in the desert. And Mission came away 4-2 winners on that night. The Knights have gotten the better of Mission at least once this season. Way in behind the net. Knights first to pick it up. Put up and out of play off of Mission sticks. It'll be another defensive zone face-off to come. Knights control off their offensive zone face-off. Thompson makes a good glove save, holds on to it. Whistle. Steals, banks the puck around the boards behind the net. Lewis fights, gets it across the blue line. Steele trying to find Cordova, but a nice player there in the way. Duffy off the boards, gets it to Brown. Able to get it clear now. Outside his own zone, dumps it in deep. Picked up by Mission. their face. Lewis again on the puck. Sends a backhander along the wall. Picked up by Cordova. Cordova swings to his forehand and clears, but it's intercepted. Dumping wide open. Lewis didn't have a chance at his forehand. Sends it along the wall with his backhand where it's picked up by a white sweater. That pass intercepted. Here comes Jackson Steele. Steele across the line, has it poke checked away. His second chance. Into the body of Gearing where it's swallowed up, and we get a whistle. AHU on the rush after the face-off, stripped of the puck, played out of the Mission defensive zone, and they'll have to reset, take the puck back, and they'll flip it up out of the zone, and now it'll be a Mission offensive zone face-off. Ties the puck up along the far wall after the face-off. Still kept in Mission's offensive zone, then play clear. J.J. Roth gets to it. Stripped away from him, and here comes Mission the other direction, and they're going to come in offside. Just about halfway through period number 1 here. Shots on goal. Knights 4, Mission 7. Puck in the back of the net. It's Mission 1. Puck in deep for the Knights, played back along the boards, kept in but then turned over. J.J. Roth finds Melissa, able to get a bouncing puck towards the blue line, not across. Now Mission clears. Steele with it. Steele sends it past Cordova and in deep. Luma takes a hit as he finds an exit. Johnson up along the boards. Puck still loose, played in. Knights have to clear the offside, and they do. And that gives Mission a chance to reset behind their own net. Pass turned over. Puck sent in deep. Knights going to be the first to the rebound off the corner. Roth keeps the puck moving up the wall. Long backhand pass is gloved down by Phillips. Bouncing puck dealt with by Thompson. Sent out. Melissa. To find Cordova on the rush. Is poked away from him. Cordova gets it back, sends it forward, and knocked away at the line by a Knights player. Since the goal, most of the play here in the neutral ice area between the blue lines. Now Lewis steps away from one check and then another. Still on his forehand. He'll dump it in deep. Martin follows in the rebound. Now Cunningham to the near side. And Stone's out there with him. Knight's able to break the press. They get to their offensive zone. Shot blocked from the point. To the line, not out. Cunningham still battling for it. He's able to force it down. That's tipped. Icing waved off as that comes close to us at the end wall. Picked up by Van Stone. Van Stone tries to circle out front. Loose puck. Fury gets to stick to it to poke it away. Martin. It's a Knight player in the back. Puck drops kindly to Van Stone. He's got a shot. Gearing there to make a save. Now kept in at the line by Cordova. Finds Van Stone. Van Stone, backhand pass to Steele, and it's poked away by Lopez. If it's flattened into the boards, we're going to get a whistle, and we'll see what happens afterwards. no penalty coming up. Face off at center ice. Knights player lost his bucket. We're right back underway with just under 5.5 to go in period number 1. Mission still leading by a score of 1-0. Johnson picks it up along the end wall, sends it around the boards to Roth. Roth, long pass ahead, finds Cordova cutting through the middle. Cordova tries a drop pass for Melissa, but that is cut out by the Knights, and Mission not clear to get a chance in the offensive zone. Grant, nice. Plays it up, not out. Kept in by Melissa, skates through one check, can't get through the second. Bouncing puck still in the zone. Picked up Cordova, shakes, fires. Cordova hits the back of the net.
Let's talk to each other. Let's go right here. Let's get this, Knight.
Cordova found his spot from the slot. Put it high blocker side on Burek. Mission a 2-goal lead as we're now under 5 minutes to go in the opening frame. As Barron battles to get the puck deep in the zone. Chased by Van Stone. Now Martin. Bouncing puck still rolling around. Talked about having short-handed Mission team. We're missing Luke Johnson out on the ice. A centerman usually on the second line for Mission. Sees them rolling about 2.5 lines here tonight against the Knights. So an early lead definitely will help them out as they continue to weather the storm from the Knights. Arm in the air penalty coming up. It's going to come against Mission. First power play of the night. It's going to be roughing. And we'll see who the culprit is here as we march to the box. Burgess in the box for Mission. Knights with the first power play chance, but they lose control of the zone. Taken out by Steele. Steele can't get past the poke check from Kuntz.
Set it up. Set it up.
Kuntz takes the puck into his offensive zone. Playing deep. Should breathe a sigh of relief as a few more seconds tick away. Up the line again. They cross the blue line, fading wide. Backhand shot dealt with by Thompson. There's puck out front. He'll drop on that. We'll get a whistle with 3:05 to go and a minute 6 on the power play. Mission control off the faceoff. Backhand pass ahead. Melissa's going to chase it all the way down to the offensive zone. Holding along the boards, he gets wiped out. That's going to be a penalty call coming against the Knights. Tripping should be the call here, and it is. Not sure the player involved. Number 16 from the Knights knew a whole lot about it as he lost the edge sliding in, but he definitely took the legs out from under Mark Melissa, which leads to us being 4-on-4 now for just under a minute. Knights control off the face-off in their defensive zone. Played in deep. Lewis circles that off the boards. Out to neutral ice. Cordova tries to steal it away. Now he gets it. Rips a wrist shot that goes just over the net. Joined on the ice by Van Stone. Roth and Lewis. Now Van Stone across the line. Van Stone on his forehand sends a shot low. That's kicked aside. Woodall able to help the puck get clear for the Knights. 12 seconds remaining on the Burgess penalty. Through traffic. He wraps it around the body of the Mission defender to find the far post. Thompson moving to his left, shot went to his right. And the Knights on the board, it's 1-2. 4-on-4 goal for AHU. Brings the game to within 1. 7 seconds left to go on the Burgess penalty.
Who is that?
Jarvis plays the puck deep. That's going to be an icing whistle. I think he thought the penalty time has expired as he sent that down the length of the ice. It'll be an offensive zone face-off, with Mission about to drop an attacker right out into a power play for just over a minute here coming up. Steele take the offensive zone face-off. It's won by the Knights. They clear the zone. That'll help. Lewis first to it. Finds Roth. So it's Roth, Lewis, Cordova, Steele, and Melissa on the ice for the abbreviated power play for Mission. Here comes Steele. Steele behind the net, still with the puck on his way. Finds Melissa to Cordova. Roth tries to pin a defender in. Steele has a shot that was blocked right off his stick. Couch comes the other way, decides just to dump it in. Mission will reset, under 30 to go. Here with the man advantage. So closing on the end of period number 1. Off the back. Stick bouncing puck picked up by Roth. Has to reset as Mission had tried to jump in just a little early. 10 seconds to go. Melissa across the line. Finds Roth. Roth on his forehand. He shoots high. Puck to the corner. Melissa. Back to Lewis. Lewis looking for a lane that's cut out. Lopez tries to spring his compatriot who just come out of the box free. Past one. Second chance. Thompson's there. Loose puck. And intercepted by Mission as they're able to get free of what could have been a great scoring opportunity for AHU. Burgess to Lewis. Lewis across the red line, tries to send one deep in the corner. That's tipped away. Mission in the midst of the change. Kept in at the blue line. Van Stone, Barron, Martin, all there tangled up along the line. Picked up by Van Stone. Van Stone to his forehand, sends one low. That goes just wide. Time expiring. That's it for period number 1. At the end of 15, it's Mission 2, Knights 1. Back to the second period right after this. Mission picks up the neutral zone face-off. He's working away here. Just over 11 minutes to go in the second period. Mission ahead by a score of 3-1. Still Cordova and Melissa, the goal scorers. Steele with the puck in deep, finds Cordova on his backhand, reverse hit behind the net. Knight's able to take possession away, they bank it high off the boards. Looking long, picked up by Roth. Roth to get it up out of the zone. That's played out by the Knights. We'll get a neutral zone face-off coming up here with 10.5 to go. Played in by the Knights from the neutral zone face-off, goes behind the net. Roth tries to get it to Johnson. Johnson has it poked off his stick. Roth does get to it. Flipped up high, racing on is Barron. Icing waved off as the Knights able to get to it before the end line. Barron leaves a hit in behind the net. Puck out front, tip. Second chance, and a goal for Mission again. See what's coming up here. And we'll see Melch head to the box. Mission score, and they're going to take an opportunity to go straight to the power play. Nope. Immediately sent to the box for unsportsmanlike conduct here. Discussion still going on. We'll get the timers all set back up. Will be a 2-minute misconduct penalty to Melch. And we're back underway. Mission with a 4-1 lead and with the man advantage here early on, period number 2. Steele takes it himself out of the defensive zone along the left side boards. Backhand dump finds Cordova. Cordova looking for a centering pass. Doesn't have a target. Finds Melissa along the right-hand boards. Up top, Lewis. Melissa back down low. Cordova back to Melissa. Lewis again. Through traffic. Second chance by Roth, and that's saved by Geary. Lewis behind his own net. Lead for Steele to pick up with a head full of steam. Steele with room down these right-hand boards. Works past the benches all on his own. Cuts to his backhand and fires one just wide. J.J. Roth off the half wall. Looking for Lewis. Finds him at the top. Melissa low. Steele has a shot that's saved. Kept in by Melissa. Now Lewis. Lewis from the point, leaves for Roth, gets it back. One-timers deflected behind the net, picked back up by Mission. Roth. Lewis. Bouncing puck knocked out of the zone. Roth racing to be first to it. Phillips is there, gets him tied up. Lewis takes the puck away. Steal. Timer, that goes wide. Comes all the way back to the mission zone. It's picked up by Lewis. Fires one long ahead. And we're going to get an icing whistle as that missed the stick all the way down the ice. Just over 7.5 minutes to go here, period number 2. We'll check the game for you as we're about halfway through. Michigan took an early lead, 1-0 off the stick of steel. It's Cordova with the second goal. The Knights brought it to within 1, but 2 second period goals here for Mission have expanded the lead now to 4-1. Keep the puck in their offensive zone. Picked up by Burgess. Stakovich goes all the way out, down the length of the ice, into his own defensive zone. Van Stone, caught on the forecheck. Leaves it for Barron. Forces the Knights to play it long. Icing waved off, similar call that we had on the other end. Played down by Thompson, but with a high stick, so we will get a defensive zone face-off. .6:37 to go, period number 2. Michigan had 4-1. We get back underway. Let's control the face-off. Chance there. Thompson swallows that up with a nice close-range shot. Thompson saved 9 of 10 so far here through a period and a half of play. That puck played up and into the netting. It's Brady Curry. 15 of 19 through the first half of the game. Puck played out and low. Up in the benches, we get a whistle. 6 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Steele to take the face-off in the neutral ice area. It's won back by the Knights. It's got Melissa and Cordova out there with him, along with Lewis and Burgess defensively. Lewis plugs up play. Welch looks for a backhand pass that goes through Everton, picked up by Phillips, but it trails out of the offensive zone for the Knights. They'll have to reset. Got in on Thompson, who gloved it down. Bouncing puck sent ahead. Picked up by Melissa off the wall. Melissa on his forehand. He shoots, he scores, and it's a 5-1 Mission lead. pick up the puck and move into their offensive zone, now trailing by 3 as we move to the latter stages of the second period. Paints. Lopez picks it up along the wall. Excuse me. Shot from the face-off circle, deflected high and wide. Kept in by the Knights as they pinch defensively. Lopez with it back down, along the wall. Woodall. Corner, takes a hit from Martin, steps away from it, still has the puck. That's cleared down by Burgess. Has to be played by Gehrig. He's along the wards, able to get it past the blue line. Mission will dump it in, but they have to reset. Puck tipped in, Lewis. Like he's battling. Call as he bear hugs Lopez. Puck kept in at the line. Sent back behind the net. Lopez with it on his stick. Lopez tries the centering pass at the side of the cage. Woodall. Back to Lopez. Sends it high. Pass from the point. Back to the face-off circle. Shot in. Shot wide. That shot's deflected to the half wall. Burgess able to scoop it out to the line, but not clear. Lewis now plays one again to the line. Kept in, the Knights keeping their zone here in the second period with their bench right there outside of the offensive blue line. That one did get passed. Here they come again. Puck backhanded in deep. Burgess first to it, wraps it along the wall, picked up at the point. Martin able to strip it away. Martin looking for a bank off the wall that came straight back at him. Now Burgess plays a tipped puck deep. Icing waved off, picked up by Cordova. Mission in for a change. This is a shot. It's going to be gloved. .3:19 to go here in the second period. It's Mission 5, Knights 1. Face off. Knights trying to play it out. In by Cordova, and gets it back behind the net. Still had it on a stick, now poked away. Mission back on it as they continue to try and swarm the Knights in their offensive zone. Roth slips the puck in high. That was from behind the line. It's waved off. That's to the far side. Poked away by Johnson when across the line. Picked up by Steele. Steele poked away from him, but picked up by Melissa. Melissa tries to find Cordova. Takes it in the boards. Puck ends up behind the net. That's played all the way down the length of the ice, and we're going to get an icing whistle here with 2.5 to go. Stone tried to shape for a shot off the offensive zone face-off, but didn't get the puck. Knights now with a chance to clear. To the line, kept in by Johnson. Still battling along the half wall. It's Barrett, it's Van Stone. Martin at the line, keeps it in. Glove down by the Knights, still kept in by Martin. He takes a hit right at the blue, pushed across the line. Mission will have to clear, but Johnson right on top of it. He sends the puck in deeper. Knights able to pull it free. Under 2 minutes to go now as they cross the blue line, but they cross in off the side. We're going to get a whistle with $1:42 to go here in the second. Shots on net through Just about 2 periods of play so far. It's Mission 21, Knights 10. Mission leading on the scoreboard by a score of 5-1. Back underway as that filters here to the near corner. Vert on it for the Knights. Now Wormlinger. That puck booted in front of Thompson. Another deflected shot goes wide. Cordova takes a shove in the back. Puck crosses the line. Picked up by Melissa. Melissa with one man to beat. Tries to get past him. Gets taken down. No call shoulder to shoulder. Steele with it on his stick. Has a shot on net. That's saved. Now the beating and banging ensues as we're under a minute to go. Steele circles with it along the wall. Finds Cordova. Cordova on his backhand, trying to look out front for Melissa. Got tangled up in skates, and the Knights are going to be able to clear. Phillips had it poked off his stick really well by Burgess. Into the offensive zone. Melissa will outskate the Knights players. He takes a hit. He's looking to delay that for Steele, but Steele on the way for a line change. Thompson with a save, sharp angle at the near post. 15 seconds ago, that one out front, deflected wide. Scramble as the Knights able to keep some possession time. Now past Cunningham, able to tip that out. Burgess is there, Cunningham battling for it as well. It's back to the offensive zone, time is up. Thompson keeps it out anyhow.
Good idea. We're good.
And we end period number 2. Mission has increased their lead to 5-1. Just about time for the final 15 minutes here in Gilbert. We should carry in the lead of 4 goals. Face off, one back by Mission. Back behind their net. Doesn't leave that. Up to Johnson, played ahead, across the line. And Stone wraps it in deep. Count couldn't be kept in by Johnson, just not enough to keep it. He gets it back, plays it off the boards, bouncing puck, ends in deep. Stakovic gets it back here along the end wall. Again in the corner. Looking for an exit as he's getting swarmed by black sweaters. Duffy will take it himself. Stops, has a shot that's blocked and then cleared by Mission. Couch will bank it in. Knights have to clear. Long pass, played ahead, off the stick of Duffy. Cordova chases to the corner. Green. A little shimmy, had to turn. Now Melissa fires out front, bouncing puck. Cordova picked up by Steele, fires it just wide of the net. Steele back on it, now Cordova. Back to Steele. Knights line collapsing low. Steele takes a hit behind the net. Cordova on the puck. Duffy gets it out to the line, not across. Couch completes the job, sends it in. It's going to trickle in. And no icing. Line change coming for the Knights. Able to work through it. Get the puck to the offensive zone. Not sure of that angle. As it beat him low. 12:51. Knights able to bring it just a step closer.
All right, let's go,
5-2 now the score. Knights able to work hard, complete that line change, knocking out with 6 men on the ice. Great shot. Thompson, they beat him both times to that below his right-hand blocker side. Shot deflected in traffic. It's a little bit of a rallying cry for the Mission team here as they look to protect this lead in the third period. Players tied up in the far corner. He's looking to play it out. The far corner. Played across the line. Cunningham dumps it in near side. DeMelch. He's a hit on the Van Stone. Stone stood up to it, kept the puck in. Now Steele tangled up behind the net. He's got Cunningham with him, Van Stone with him as well. Lewis. Sends it back in, lost the handle on the puck as he was trying to find a lane to shoot from his defensive position. Changing lines again. Steele skates away from one hit. Gets past the poke check. Puts the puck in deep. Cordova. Behind the net. Fights off Jarvis. Cordova on his backhand. Melissa, his backhander, hit his skate. Johnson, Cordova. Spins away from Whirling. Cordova looks to center it, filters one through, and Fury had to be alert. Not much of a hit, or not much of a shot, but it was enough to filter towards the net. Had to have the pads down. Whistle blows at 10:54 to get the Knights net put back on its pegs. Cordova, Melissa, Steele, Roth, and Johnson on the ice. Roth's shot saved. Long pass ahead, breaks through the trap. Thompson's there, makes a big save. Puck played down the length of the ice. Where we get a whistle, 10:37 to go here in the third period. Mission still ahead by 3. In the third period up by 4. Thompson just made a big breakaway save. Got 2 moments ago to keep Mission comfortably ahead. Van Stone, strong on his stick, able to get through the check. Then flips the puck in deep. Chased by Barrett. Barron comes up with it behind the net, bouncing puck. Don't get a handle on it. Johnson has a shot. Second chance, tipped out front. Martin looking to redirect that past Geary. Bouncing puck out of the zone. Johnson. Good defensive play ahead of his skates. Doing plenty. Keep the Knights players busy and allow his team to retreat. Thompson with the save. And we're going to get a penalty coming up here. calling the breakaway against Roth. So he'll go to the box. Knights go back on the power play. They had one chance earlier tonight. Was short due to their own penalty. It happened about a minute in. That puck sent down on Gearing. He's forced to kick it to the corner. Phillips with it for the Knights. Springs it across the line. Just forces him back behind the net. Played along the wall. Straight wide the left wall. To the point. From the high slot. Close the gap again past Knox. Power play goal. Draws the Knights to within 2.
Go, guys! Get fired up!
9:13 to go. Back to even strength. Knights scored the last 2 goals in a row. Mission controls off the faceoff, plays the puck long. Icing whistle. Not what Mission wanted to hear. So they go down to their own end here with 9:07 to go. Mission gains control off the faceoff. Right around the net, picked up by Cordova on his backhand. Finds Melissa. Back for Cordova. Up the wall, Burgess. Hit a skate. Lewis. Burgess. Melissa across the line, looking for steal, but it's cut out by Stakovich. Look up along the half boards towards the benches. Mission, get it to the line, not out. Burgess flips it up. Out down to Steele. Leaves for Cordova, back to Steele, one-timer. Cordova now. Under the attention of 2 white sweaters, Steele sweeps one through the crease. Kept in at the line. Luma had it. Got it knocked away. Sent back post and in. And it's Mark Melissa with his second of the night past Gearing. Takes the lead back up to 3.
All right, let's get it back, guys! Let's go!
7:45 to go, period number 3. It's Mission 6, Knights 3. Knights control off the face-off. Jarvis plays along the wall looking for Burt. Oh, Ace Barrett plays it in deep for Mission. Chasing it in, kept along with the boards by Martin. Phillips. Escape free. Thompson gloves that down. Once again, control off their offensive zone face-off. Mission close by, not allowing them a lot of space to work. Played along the boards. Van Stone pinches in. It's kept in by Burt. Shot from distance. Thompson's there. Get another whistle. comes Mission. Towards the near side, it's Steele. Steele. Fire sharp angle high over the net. Kept in at the line. Knights with it. They're able to clear. Back in by Lewis. Lewis trying to get it past Steele. Cordova. Now Melissa. Finds Steele just a little long for him. And the Knights are going to be able to clear out to neutral ice. Kuntz. Trying to make a move. Can't get past Burgess. Picked up by Steele. Now Melissa across the line. Melissa looking to feed Cordova. Shapes to his forehand. It goes 5-hole. And that's a hat trick for Mark Melissa as he makes it 7 for Michigan. The score as we get back underway. It's the Knights controlling out the face-off, tied up along the benches between the penalty boxes. Trying to keep the play moving. Puck poke free, kept in at the line. Backhander on Thompson. Able to make the save off the stick up into the glove and hold on. 'Face off circle for a moment there. Offensive zone draw for the Knights. They get a chance. The shots fired wide from their left-hand side. Played out. Van Stone gets a touch on it. Gearing. Mission has to reset. They're able to get the puck in deep. Curry. Gets it out. Now into their offensive zone. Thompson moving side to side, diving block. Mission comes the other way now. Steele. Sharp angle, second chance, poked in, covered by Gehrig. From the Knights the other way. Steele. One off the boards, finds Cordova. Cordova tries to rip it to himself. He's tied up by Burt. Just past the stick of Johnson and out to neutral ice. Cordova taken down, no whistle, 4.5 minutes to go. Kept in by Roth. The shot hits the skate of a Knights player. Mission needs to retreat back. It's an odd man chance for the Knights. Johnson first to it, a blast along the wall. Hits Brown in the skates. Again along the walls. Melissa out. Mission making a change. Poked in by Steele. Steele takes it behind the net. He'll drop it. Lead for Barron. Hit from Phillips, stands up to it. Van Stone. Now Steele. Worked away from him, but kept in by Johnson. Knights try to glove it down, able to get past their line. We approach the 3-minute mark. Thompson makes the save, sends the rebound behind the net. Mission picks it up. They look to clear as it's tied up in the corner. We're going to get a whistle. Fraction coming up. We'll see who it's against. We're going to get one of each called. And we'll stay 5-on-5 with 3:04 to go. Mission with a 4-goal lead here late in the third period. Shots on net, 20 for the Knights, 30 for Mission. Stay 5-on-5. Chance, back post. Thompson got a piece of it, but not enough. The Knights tighten the margin again. Off the offensive zone for the face-off, the Knights able to make Mission pay. Cordova, one-touch chip to the corner, trying to kill some more time. Jarvis gets to the line, does get it past Burgess and clear. Lewis retreats to his own zone. Plays it long ahead. Melissa got a touch on it, took it back into the Mission defensive end. Time Jarvis had a poke. Knights offside, so they had to slow up. Melissa fires one in. Gehrig with the blocker. Steele picks up the rebound. Lewis from out front, his shot saved. Burgess neutralized as we hit the 2-minute mark. He's battling for the puck hard in the corner, trying to get it cleared. Played to the bench wall. Going behind the net. Knights able to pick it up. Send it back along the half wall, then chipped up to the point. Shot deflected, picked up by Steele. Steele finds a long pass ahead for Melissa. Melissa to Cordova, has his stick lifted at the last second. Couch then sends it down the length, and we get an icing whistle. 1:19 to go. Mission up 3. Knights win the face-off. Grant controls behind his own net. Martin takes away. Goodall's there battling for the Knights as well. And Stone trying to get a wraparound, gets it out front. He's taken down. Again, no call, and here come the Knights 3-on-2 the other way. Cunningham rushing to get back. That puck poked away from any danger. It's picked up by Cunningham. Finds a long pass ahead, and here come the black sweaters. Shot in on net, dealt with calmly by Gehrig. Knights unable to clear. Bouncing out front. Woodall had a chance, gets it out. It's across the line looking back post. It was intercepted. Cunningham racing onto it. Held off, has his stick held by Duffy. Even the angle to see that as we hit the 15-second mark. Brown with the puck. Sweeps around the near side. Duffy ahead. Lopez. Wormley. Thompson makes the save. And he'll hold on, and we'll get a face-off coming with just under 2 seconds to go. Nation's defensive end. Run the final 2 seconds off the clock. Forget what I said about the face-off. That's it for us tonight. Mission's going to come out of Gilbert with a 7-4 win over the Knights. Able to get themselves back on track after a rough performance on Sunday in the quarterfinal game.
If I record something in this, will it respond when she turns it on? No!